address it towards the end.
All right, I've hit record, Alexa, so you should have the whole show to yourselves. So
All
welcome. Thank you.
righty. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, let me make sure that setting's turned on. That is a great question. All right, you should be good to go.
All right, can everybody see my screen? Always, me and Zoom don't get along.
Yes, ma'am, you're
You're all
good.
good.
Okay, so like they've already said, I am Alexa Owens. I am an email marketer based here in Atlanta. I have been a Mailchimp partner for 4 years, and I've been on email marketing for 6 years, primarily in Mailchimp. And today we are going to talk about segments, tags, and audiences, which I think is fundamental to sending emails. So let's get started. Okay. So clarity, focus, and sustainability, what an audience is, the segments tags, how we should use them, and how to kind of build some systems when you're using them for your business. So if you could drop in the chat the types of businesses that you guys have. I know we got some mom and pops, some consultants, just so when we get to Q&A, I can know. Okay. So, do you have any questions? Oh, dental office is fun. Oh, that is fun. Okay. So when I think about Mailchimp, I kind of think about the people, not necessarily the campaigns. And I am a huge sports enthusiast. So I'm gonna this whole presentation is kind of sports based. Because it's easier for me. Oh, macaroons, custom apparel. Good, good, good. So when we're thinking about Mailchimp and the audience, I compare it to a football stadium. And everybody in that stadium is a part of the audience. They're there for the game. So I'm thinking about MailChimp, your audience is every single person, whether they've been a patient, maybe they've ordered some macaroons, they've ordered t-shirts, they're a wholesaler, a brand partner, they're in that audience. And then we have jerseys. So these are tags. This is how we use Mailchimp to describe these people. Everybody's in the audience, everybody comes from wherever they come from, but the tags would describe them. And then segments is what they're doing. So are these people, we'll dive deeper into it. But this is just the overall analogy. You have the tags, segments, audience. So tags describe sections and segments decide how we communicate with these people. So again, the audience is who we have permission to email. Whether they signed up from a pop-up that's on your website, you got their email at an event, they've given you explicit consent to send them emails. Uh, and this is just my demo account, huge Office fan. So this would be the audience in MailChimp. And so we have some requirements and some recommendations. So we're going to start with requirements. So do not use third-party lists. I know it may be tempting where you're building out your email list to buy an email list or to use emails that you find to just try to get in a groove of sending emails. Do not recommend. Mailchimp looks down on that. We don't want to email people who don't want to hear from us. And when people unsubscribe from your emails for whatever reason, we don't want to add them back. Okay. Um, Please drop questions if you have them. If I'm going too fast, let me know. Um, so one primary audience, and then we'll organize it with the tags. We'll organize it with segments. Um, we want to allow people to update their preferences when they get an email from you. If they don't want to hear from you anymore, they only want to get emails once a week, that's fine. And then consider the double opt-in to ensure that people are truly interested in hearing from you. So that's just overall audience best practices and recommendations. And so now we have tags. So tags are the customizable labels that you create to organize the context inside of your audience. And some best practices for this, so we use tags for internal organization. So we can tag them by the source. Where did they come from? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, an event. Maybe you had a pop up shop. Maybe you had a conference and you got their email. You will use a tag so you know, and it's internal, so you would know where this person came from. And then a relationship. So is this a wholesaler, brand partner? And this is obviously customizable to your business. And then you can decide in naming them. So if you're gonna say source, you're gonna do Instagram. You don't want to do like IG, social, just the plain source. And then we use those tags to create segments. How's everybody feeling now? You can kind of drop it in the chat, or if you want to put questions. This could feel overwhelming, so I don't want to. I want to make sure everybody's good. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Miss Carolina. Okay. And now we are on segments. So segments are rule-based groups created from the audience data. And you can create thousands of segments as you grow in your Mailchimp or email marketing experience. But these are the four, the main ones that I use with my clients in my own email marketing. So we have the engagement based segments, what someone has done recently. Have they engaged with an email that you sent? Maybe they're not engaging at all, or maybe they're new to the list totally. You have location based, so these people are based in Atlanta, people that are based in Georgia or wherever. Then you have the customer life cycle. So this is where someone is in their buying journey. Maybe they're a first time buyer, maybe they're a first time client, at your dental office. Maybe they're repeat customers, or maybe they haven't bought in a long time. So we use segments to help make the best decision when we're engaging with people in our emails. And then we have interest based segments. So these are people who maybe signed up for emails specifically for something, or they engage with your business in a very specific way. They purchased a product, they clicked on something on the website, or they had an interest in something that you were doing, and you want to just send that group emails. And so now I got a few questions myself. You can just drop it in the chat. So if you collect the emails at a pop-up event or a conference, which would you use, your audience tag or a segment? You can just drop it in the chat. Okay. Got tag. Audience tag. We will use a tag. Okay, pretty cool. So that is correct. You will use a tag. Okay, and now let's say you're launching a VIP product and it's only for repeat buyers. Which would you use when sending out an email? The audience tag or segment. That is correct. You will use a segment. Good, 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 good. So this this framework is something that I use. Is super helpful for me so I don't get confused, because it is a lot, but it's the care framework. So there's always a central audience, and this can be used. You think about when you're about to send out an email, or maybe you're playing around in the audience, and you're uploading people to the audience. We have the care framework. So that's the central audience. MailChimp recommends only having one audience, to, I think, alleviate all confusion. But it's just a lot easier when you have one audience and you're using your tags and your segments properly. The central audience is where everybody is. Do you want to add tags? So what context has this person entered into the audience? An event, a program, a role, and then you want to run a segment. So who should receive the email, and then you build those segments around that behavior. And then you want to eliminate duplicates. So you want to make sure that, again, there's one audience, there's tags, and then there's segments. And I think this helps to alleviate duplicates if you find yourself having them. We can kind of go back to this framework and eliminate them. And that was all. And so now I'm gonna open. We can do Q&A. I know it's a little early, but I have a lot of time. We can do some Q&A, maybe run through some demos if people have questions. I don't see many. Oop. Oh no. Excuse my Zoom.
I think I saw Linda in the beginning say, "Could you help me at the end?" So, Linda, if you had any um, questions or concerns, we'd love to chat with you. You can feel free to throw anything in the chat or in the Q&A function.
Agreed. This is your time to ask a Mailchimp expert for their advice. I love this framework that you shared, Alexa, on the care framework. That's awesome to be able to understand the tags, groups, and segments. That's pretty much probably the most complex foundational feature of Mailchimp that you need to understand. If
Yeah.
you're not leveraging tags, groups, or segments in that way, for sure your marketing is you kind of could be leaving some money on the table, could be leaving
Mm-hmm.
some deliverability issues,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how you drive engagement. If you talk to everybody the same way, people are going to ignore that email. So what's the point? So this is
Yeah.
a good time to be talking about this. Linda, I'm gonna ping you directly about problems with your account. I'm gonna send you a DM. But everybody else, you got a question from Pam. Is there a MailChimp coach we can work with the way we have a business coach and a life coach? This level of engagement is critical. Um, I can take that and I can tap you in, Alexa, from the
Okay.
idea standpoint. Um,
Okay.
so from ideas, you definitely get that consulting services from Zillow Life, and you get that from um, your business coaches with the Urban League. But with MailChimp, TurboTax, and QuickBooks, on the MailChimp side, we have our product support team. Now, for onboarding, I was helping you all one-to-one, but now that we're past that onboarding stage, our product support team, which you do have the premium account, can help you on a one-to-one basis. If you need some expert level consultation, you can leverage experts just like Alexa. But those aren't paid for out of the Ideas program. That would be something that you would pay for external support. But if you needed like things like technical support or product support, our product team can help you with that. But Alexa, can you share more about your expert services? I know they're not covered under the Ideas program, but
Mm-hmm.
could you cover some of the things that you do for clients?
Yeah. I did want to answer this question from Ronique. So I imported my email list for my dental management software. How would I determine how to use tags and segments, let's say based on age or sex? Can you drop in the chat which uh software it is? Because I think the easiest thing to do would be to add the tag once you import it. Because you would know there's no, if it's the age or sex. But is there a birthday? I don't know that there's a birthday. We could create a birthday field maybe for them, Jocelyn. Is my question. But
Sorry,
for age.
can you repeat the question?
Yeah, it says, so I imported my email list from my dental management software. How would I determine how to use the tags and segments based on age or sex?
Okay. I guess what I would want, well, if you're bringing in, say for an example, even if you're not using an integration, say you manually imported a CSV file that had first name, last name, gender, and what, date of birth,
Mm-hmm.
right? You could, I don't see a reason right off the bat you would use tags for that unless you just wanted to tag, different. folks, tag them so you could keep them separate, right? Like say you did one import one day, you give them a tag. Do another import another day, you give them a tag. But you could technically just use the audience field of gender, the audience field of date of birth to actually trigger automations or actually segment and send personalized email campaigns. So I wouldn't, does that make sense, Alexa? I would just use the fields and not use the tags.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
that was my thought. But
yeah,
yeah, because then it
yeah.
gets sticky. But
Right, right,
yeah.
right. Because you can automatically trigger automations when during a list import, and you can also trigger automations when things are added simply to an audience field, like a date or when somebody's gender is added. So you can actually leverage those triggers in Mailchimp that way. When you're setting up the automations, you just set them up to trigger based on a date field change. And that will help you do that if you want to leverage that type of automation.
You are welcome, Ronique. As far as my services, they range from full service, email management. So I would be the handling all the email marketing, and then whenever you're ahead, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, and that's the thing with segments and tags and audiences. I feel like the simpler you have it, the easier it is. So as far as I guess, and maybe you don't want to share here, but what would be the purpose of we do teeth? So I guess segmenting maybe for birthdays to send out birthday emails, or it depends on the type of emails that we're sending. Because maybe tags that deep may not be needed. Ronique, again, we can connect after this too. But I also do consulting and trainings outside of that. Those are pretty much my services. Just one-offs, everything really. It just had to be customized to the specific problem. Um, but if you're marketing the females in the practice, yeah, it would depend. But I think a segment based on the tag of gender would probably be the easiest to do. Um, Veronique. Uh,
Let me know. I'm happy to pull up a demo account if you want.
okay, yeah, yeah. You will
And
get my contact information, Miss Veronique. Uh,
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if Alexa, if you wanted to do a demo or something, run through like setting up tag segments or whatever you want,
yeah,
or maybe like you can walk Jocelyn through it if she has like a really cool like I know Jocelyn has a good demo account, or if Alexa, if you prefer to share your screen, I don't know. But I mean, it'd be pretty beneficial for the group here. Seems like there's a lot of good questions and interest in how to set this up properly.
okay. Um,
And while they're doing that,
Jocelyn.
Ronique, my mom is a hygienist, and when you say I do teeth, and I'm like, that's what she says. And she's like, I do teeth. This computer stuff is not for me. It's so funny, but yeah. So I'm very relatable.
it's funny. I have to say, yeah, I spent a lot of money on teeth. So yes, please send us coupons via marketing. That would be great.
Okay, getting my demo account pulled up.
I see your question, Pam. While you're getting that set up, Alexa, I'll answer that question. What
Okay.
Mailchimp services are covered through the Ideas program, just to make sure I understand? Thanks. That is going to be what you're getting with Mailchimp is under the Ideas is a free premium plan, and that's 12 months of our best email plan. And I can show you, I'm gonna link you to this page while she's setting up. I don't want to interrupt her share. Uh, put it in the chat. And um, the premium plan gives you access to 24/7 support with our priority support team. You just have to select the live chat email support in the top right corner. You also get onboarding support. That was at the very beginning of the Ideas program. I think I've been in it for about 4 months or so now. And then the premium account has access to um, pretty much all of the automation flows, the integrations, all the pop-up forms. The automations is what makes Mailchimp come to life, I feel like. I could be wrong, Alexa, but I feel like you can send email campaigns all day, but the automations that send in your sleep like are really, really powerful, especially for a small business. And those don't come under the free plan. You have to pay for that. So the Ideas program is giving you that for free. And you're also getting access to the support that we're offering as well, because we don't offer this level of support to our customers, like the office hours sessions, the dedicated support with an expert like Alexa here on this call today. That's not something that we offer any other customer that we have. So this cohort is special in that way. But I just put a link in the chat if you want to look on that page and then look under premium. You see that pricing starts at $350 a month. So that's what the Ideas program is covering on the Mailchimp side. And I'll give it to you, Alexa.
I got my account pulled up now. My demo account is kind of everywhere, but we will go to. Oh, so sorry, I can never get this to go to the side. There we go. Okay, so this is the everybody's Mailchimp account. Looks like this. So again, audience, and this is everyone who has you've added to their audience, whether they subscribe, they're unsubscribed, cleaned. This is the main audience. Again, I think everybody should just have one audience. It's a big thing I see with my clients. By the time they come to me, they have 4 or 5 audiences, and everything is confusing. So we're gonna start with tags, and this again, these are sample ones, based on the audience, the types of people that I had. Again, I use The Office. That's one of my favorite shows. And the type of tags would describe them. So you have the client facing, remote employees, the sales team, warehouse operations. Would describe everybody that's in their audience. And I've already created the tag, but again, for the sake of it, I'll walk through it. And let's just say, trying to think of a tag. Let's just say Mailchimp training. This is how we would describe the people who are a part of this training, even though they're already in my audience. And since I didn't import this because I don't have a CSV file to kind of walk through that part, I just kind of we'll click some people. And then we're going to tag them. Mailchimp training. And that's it. And now we know in our audience, these was it 6 people were at the Mailchimp training. Do you have questions? I can't see. I'll go back to them. Let's see. Oh, okay, this for you, Ms. Jocelyn. Is this making sense? Does everybody understand? I don't know. There's thumbs up and Zoom. Okay. And so this tags. It's very simple, and easy. Not easy, but it's simple. And if I wanted to create some segments, I go here. And then let's say I wanted to send an email to people who were at my Mailchimp training. They're in the audience, my Dunder Mifflin Paper Company audience, and they are tagged with Mailchimp training. And Mailchimp is great. It's going to automatically populate all of this. There's no extra logic. You don't have to think about anything else. And we're going to name this segment Mailchimp follow-up. So I know to send these people an email because they were at my Mailchimp training. And there we go. So these are these people. And when I'm ready to send that campaign, create. Oh, there's some new stuff in here. There's some new stuff in here. So this is 225. And I'm going through all these guys again if it's too fast, or I mean, I'm happy to slow down or all of that. Just send a campaign. And when it comes to who I would like to send it to, Save and exit. We won't go through email design. Is that one of the trainings? Like email design and optimization, is that another one?
I think William has someone
Yeah.
set up for that later this
I think
month.
so. Yeah.
It's fun. And then when it's time to send to, we don't want to send it to our subscribers. We can send it to people who are in this segment, and we can also send it to people who have been tagged. So if I just, again, I'm going to just send to those 6 people. Uh-oh. We are good. So that was that. I want to say that's it, but that is the gist of tags and segments. Again, I do think you can use that care framework to make it as simple for you. So it's not confusing, and I don't want it to kind of go over heads. Like Ms. Ronique said. But getting set up properly can like get you some clients, some repeat business, all of that once it's set up properly. Are there any other questions? Oh, Zoom. Okay, here we go. How about doing this? You could send an email to just those 6 people or however many people. Yeah, that is exactly right, Ronique. And then so once you set them up, your tags and your segments, you set them up beforehand, then you get your campaign together. It's already there for you to just say, hey, I want to send to these 6 people. Then you're good to go. Good. I'm glad. Any more questions, Miss Pam? Okay, yeah. What you got? Is there a plugin with Toast? I'm
I think
not
so.
familiar. There
Yeah.
is one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you need integration help, I know the right folks, but Alexa, if like you and I can go over integrations if like you want to kind of use it to pull in some data from Toast. I'm assuming from the bar and grill, like you would get some customer info, send some
Mhm.
emails out, send them some coupons, etc. Daily burger specials, whatever you want to do. Then that is definitely something you can do with Mailchimp. Alexa, you and I can kind of chat a bit on like how to set that up.
Okay. I have an audience will only email. Should I include their names? They are re-importing information. Yes. You have email data on Toast. Yeah, and Ronnie, that helps because you with personalization, birthdays, let's say and I think if your dental office, maybe even the last cleaning when it's time for a cleaning or a visit, having that information in there will also help again with the automations, tasting this, every 6 months or whatever. That's also another good way. But yeah, names, all of the information should be in there. Yeah. So Miss Pam, how are you primarily using Mailchimp now? Are you importing the information to Toast or how is that working? You have any questions, Miss Linda? You can type the answer. I don't know if you can unmute. Your phone system sends out those texts for recalls. Okay. And Mailchimp also has SMS. So they could also be something more
All right,
similar.
thanks. Am I unmuted?
Yeah, you're unmuted, Miss Pam. Go ahead.
Okay, great, thanks. I figured that's quicker than trying to see how
Mm-hmm.
fast I could type. So currently I'm not using MailChimp. We're not very old. We're about a year and, well, coming on 2 years in May. And we only just, through the Ideas program, even thought about marketing through emails and texts. Really, the only way that we market currently is social media, so
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, Facebook, etc. So I don't have a ton of email addresses. I have like 50 plus. I remember when I did the onboarding that the person showed me, oh, yeah, see, you do have emails, because I thought I had zero. And actually, I asked him, so is my first step to buy emails? And he's like, nope, that's not step one. So that was good that he said that.
Yeah.
Um, so as far as how to use MailChimp, I guess it would be uh, to email and text, or simply email those folks who come to Frontline Island Bar and Grill. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know sort of the magic behind the curtain of how MailChimp will be able to help us. All I know is we need more customers.
Yeah.
So I would assume that that is something you'll specialize in.
Perfect. Well, I think, yeah. So, William, if you could go back through that, because I'm thinking my mind went a bunch of different ways with email for a restaurant. Even if you're collecting the emails at checkout or with a QR code, to send, even if it's updates or hey, new menu item, this is the special, come again, But I'm not familiar with the Toast and Mailchimp integration that William was mentioning. But I do think it'd be very, very helpful.
Okay, great. If y'all are able to maybe send it probably to I was going to say the whole group, but I know the whole, all of us, I don't know, intuitants, as it were, are probably not using Toast,
Mm-hmm.
but somehow getting it around to more than just me would be helpful.
Okay.
That integration link.
Mhm. I know Josh has shared an article in the chat. That's also, I think, very
Okay,
helpful.
perfect. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And I'm looking for, honestly, I don't see that's probably why you haven't even seen it. I don't see the Toast integration in our integrations directory anymore. So
Yeah.
Miss Hill, we need
Mhm.
to find out why that's the case. So we need to do some homework on our side.
Okay.
I'm happy to take that on, and give an update, because we did a big push for MailChimp for restaurants.
Yeah.
And I'm even seeing like, there's another third party connector called Zapier. I'm not even seeing it listed there.
Right.
So that does concern me a little bit. Sometimes when that happens, that means either MailChimp is doing some big updates or that other platform is doing some big updates. So but in the meantime, it's not to say you can't connect the two. You probably just have to export everything from Toast manually and then import those emails into Mailchimp manually. So it wouldn't be an automated sync, but you could at least get started with a manual process. It just won't be like an automation that will automatically bring in new restaurant goers from your store, from your restaurant in Toast to Mailchimp. So
Okay.
we can at least give you that information to do it manually so that you can get going, so that you're not just waiting on this integration, which looks like might be under development right now. That's all I can guess. We'll find out more, but I'll send you that, and I'll copy Alexa, you as well, so you have that information.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Mhm.
Any other questions? Miss Linda, how are you? Carolina, Miss Carolina. Can't find unmute. Okay, out now. That right now. Let's see.
I got Miss Linda.
Okay.
Hi. Hello. Hi. I miss you guys. Listen, I have been locked out of my account
Oh.
since November. Okay. I finally got back in. And the reason what happened is I switched over to Google had a work force. And so when I switched over, it changed my email. So I had to fight. I just got my email back like last month. Someone helped me. But now that I got the email back, my free subscription is not kicked in. So now what I did is I had to sign up for a free 14-day trial to be able to send out, because I have like 7,000 emails. So to be able to send them all out, I had to sign up for a 14-day free trial. So they're not able to give me my 350 credit. And I've even sent in the receipts that I get for every day, every month from you. So I just need some help connecting everything back together again. So it was a total mess switching over and changing that email.
I got you. I can take care of that.
Okay.
That's pretty complicated, Miss Linda. We're gonna have to figure that out because you have yes. Well, I just sent you an email, so we'll figure. I'll send you just send me back when you can hop on a call because we'll have to manually get all that
Okay. Thank you
together.
very much. Let me
Yes,
check.
yes, ma'am. And you need a refund
Okay.
too. That sounds like it, right? You haven't gotten a
Well,
refund.
I haven't, no, but I haven't spent any money yet.
Oh,
So since
good.
I'm still on the free. So I
Okay.
have 14 days. Yes. So,
Oh, okay.
okay. I get your email. Thank you very much. I
Yeah,
appreciate you taking my call. Okay.
no
Thanks.
problem. Don't pay for anything.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. And then Miss Carolina, did you have anything with your macaroon bakery? I think that's fun. Some good emails can go out of that. Okay. Still got a little bit of time, Jocelyn and William.
Alexa, have you done the got two questions for you. Have
Okay.
you used the Canva integration yet?
Yes.
Would you mind do you have an account showing that how that works by any chance? If you
Yes.
don't, I can pull up a demo somewhere.
I'm trying to think. I think I use it. I think I use it on a client account, so I don't know if it's in. I have it. Or did I use it here? Let's see. Because I remember Emily shared it, and I was like, "That is what I have been waiting for."
Yes, that's what I've been wanting to showcase in this workshop because most people here use Canva.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. Now, it did take me a minute to figure out how to use it. I will say that, but I got it.
It's getting better. There's a big release coming at the end of March, so I'm excited for that.
Okay, I Mailchimp templates. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can share my screen. Oh, is there another question? Okay, she's trying to get it all in. Okay, Miss Caroline, no pressure. I was just, had a little time. Okay, well, do not embarrass me, Canva. Okay, so then this is what I did. So if there's a different way, maybe, but in Canva, all I searched email, and then I always use this one. And then here you can kind of edit. This is perfect, but you can kind of edit the email. You can change it out for your picture. So, um, it's probably great for any business. But Miss Ronika, I'm gonna use you. Maybe you change this out here for your logo. Put a picture, of clients, some cleaning. Then we have our text. It's all really done for you. And then in Canva, we would hit share. We go to Mailchimp, and it's gonna download the HTML, which is great because that is I don't know anything about that HTML. Oh, now my download failed. I knew it. Canva's embarrassing me.
It always happens live. You're okay. That just happened to me in a workshop. Like it happens.
There we go. And then I hit continue in Mailchimp,
Yeah. Love this feature.
and I'm gonna pull it here. Just upload the entire zip file. And I think the one thing is you can't make any edits in Mailchimp to it because it's HTML, which is the coding and everything else. So you would need to Alexa. I don't work at Dunder Mifflin, but I wish I did. That's why I can't verify it, but that's fine, guys. And then there's no editing of the design, but it's popping up here the same way that it was in Canva. And this is how it will appear to your audience. Continue. And then we figure out who we want to send it to. We want to send it to our subscribers, or maybe we already have some segments. Let's say I want to send it to accounting. And don't send it to Mailchimp Follow in case there's any overlap. Save it. And then we have, subject line. Just gonna put corn balance. And see us next Tuesday. It's simple. And this is just, I hope, guys, this is very helpful. Just the magnitude of things you can do with Mailchimp. And then I'm just gonna hit finish and later. And so if I wanted to go back and say change this image, you can change the image, the colors. And this helps too because I think for a long time, even myself, I'm not the best with graphic design, but this is like, it makes me feel like I am. And that is it. Do I have any questions? This is the verse of that for me. I started in Mailchimp and imported the flyer from Canva.
I do mine that way too. I just didn't realize until recently that you can design the whole email in Canva and then move it over instead of like piece by piece. So if you want to do the whole thing in Canva, you should do it the way Alexa just showed you. But if you just want like maybe one or two images from Canva and still build it in Mailchimp, you can do it that way too. But yeah, I like either one. It just depends on which builder you like better. I like to do everything in one place, so I guess you just choose from there. But Alexa, what are your thoughts on that?
Now that the feature is there, I love Canva now. Yeah. I love Canva because everything is more uniform. I hate when I send an email out and there might be like a line or something. I'm like, ugh. Even though it's not that big, I know it's big. But it is pretty easy.
Yeah, great.
Takes a little time. You can import all of your branding, everything there. And it saves you a lot of time. It looks good. It's not gonna be broken up. So, oh, you learned something new. Like, oh, I'm glad.
I love it. I love it. I wish more people knew about it, honestly, but hopefully eventually. Because you're paying for Canva. Well, some people are.
Yeah.
That Canva I was able to create like a ton of there's an option in there where you can create a stock photo even now, and it looks very similar. Like you can create the image right then and there, use it in image, then build a campaign. It's just so you're not using like Chat GPT here or Gemini here.
Yeah.
And now, you just do it all in one and just send it to Mailchimp. And it's just like, I just saved a bunch of money doing it that way. So, or a bunch of time. Maybe not. Those tools add up at the end of the day.
Yeah. And you gotta have a pro, or it's not. You don't get all the features.
Right.
And
They're gonna get you somewhere. But yeah, so I love that. Canva and Mailchimp integration just makes it so much easier.
Yep. Any other questions?
Say what other tips and tricks you know. You know a lot. Tell us your ways.
Where does it show up in Mailchimp with transfer? So you upload I can go back to it. Canva is gonna get download. It's gonna be a zip file. Can I share my screen? Yeah. So once you download it here, well, once you hit that you want it to be Mailchimp, so you don't download it first because when you download it, it'll be like a PDF or like a PNG. But you want to download it as all the HTML, all of the pieces essentially, and it'll show up in your folder on your computer. So here it's a zip file full of all the HTML, the images, everything, instead of you doing it, piece by piece. So this is where it is. And then Mailchimp will ask you to upload. And you have to do it this way versus starting from the campaign. And then I don't think it'll let you have to get to this import from Canva link. And then once you pull it up, the entire zip file. There we go. Did it answer your question, Marlo? Yeah. And I had to play around with it a bit too to figure this out because I thought the same thing. I was like, well, if I just download, I can upload it. But no. And it's good to go. Perfect.
Can you show Alexa where all the other Canva assets are in the content studio too? Yeah, I think that's, oh, it's gotta be, okay.
Oh, connect. Let's see. Let's see if it lets me connect. Yep, it's me. Simple.
Yeah, that's super easy. Thank you for showing that.
Mhm.
And it's importing all of your designs that you
Yeah.
just made from Canva into Mailchimp too. So that's another way, 2 ways, basically. Amazing.
Yep. Import a zip. Yeah, this is what I was trying to figure out the last time. And that's it. So it's a little bit of understanding, and I think that's it. This is really good because I was having the hardest time with graphic design. It's just not it wasn't in my wheelhouse. But this is perfect. And that is it. I don't know why I'm sending this able. I gotta figure that out. Well, it's a demo account, so never mind. I'm like, what? What is happening? Okay. Any more questions? William, do you have anything? This is good.
No, I don't have questions. I love seeing all the demo work. So great job. And the
Excellent.
questions were amazing.
Yeah.
Great audience engagement. You should come to our Mailchimp onboarding workshops instead of the partners. They're so quiet.
I will. This is exciting. And the only reason I really got into this because one, I had a client who had a very complex account, and I was like, I could help with this, but I would rather do a workshop. Um, so I hope this was helpful to everyone. Because I think Mailchimp is amazing. I'm not just saying it because I'm a partner. I promise I'm not, but I do think Mailchimp of all of the email platforms is the features are bar none. Super helpful. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And please. All right. I have a few more minutes.
And everyone, make sure to reach out to Alexa if you have any further questions. She put in her website. If Alexa, if you want to drop in your email address into the
Yeah.
chat, that'll be helpful as well. And that way folks can get in contact with you if they do have further questions.
Yeah.
I know as people start doing this on their own, they may want to ping you and say, hey, like, could you review that again? And that would be very helpful.
Perfect. I'll drop my email and then I'll drop my Instagram handle because I am redesigning my website this week. I said, oh, it will be this week when I have. Here's my email. And then Instagram. And there we go. Ms. Johnson, do you have anything else?
You did excellent. I echo the same thing as William and everybody else. Like, amazing job. And again, like from the frameworks to the demo to the Canva showcasing, like you're getting a lot of great feedback in the chat. And if you feel like coming back and talking to us again, just we'll
Yeah.
work through with William
Okay.
and get that going. And we have an Atlanta cohort too.
Okay.
So whenever we do a meetup for that, I'll make sure that you get an invite so you can come hang out with us locally. So that'll be Cool. Oh, it looks
Hey,
like your information was shared with the hosts.
Oh, so sorry. I told y'all me and Zoom.
It's okay. I do that too. It should. I don't know why it defaults that way anyway. It should recognize that.
mhm.
But yeah, not your fault.
1 second. Okay, let's do this again. Oh, it went to everybody like in a private chat. Sorry.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, yes.
And we'll put the recording in the hub, folks, too. So if there's like, if you want to review it, again, Brandon and team should be uploading the recording once I send it to them today. So you can run it back if you need to. All right. Well, I will go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you again, Alexa. Thank you, everyone, for attending. Thank you, William. Same place, same time for all of us next week if you have any other questions. But everybody have a great week. And again, check for the recording in the hub and reach out to Alexa if you want to follow up with her and work with her post workshop. Hopefully, we'll have you back soon. Again,
Yeah.
Alexa, again, thank you. This was amazing. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all. Everybody have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.